Hey guys, Tony Denaro here. Welcome to the channel, your home for seasoned and reasoned investment advice covering AMC and GameStop. Today we're going to talk about Dr. Marco Metzler. Dr. Metzler popped into the scene in November 2021 talking about the China Evergrande situation, and I read all of those articles with great interest. Since the beginning of December, he has pivoted to also talking about AMC and GameStop, hence the topic of this video. Now I'm going to start out by saying I have extended an invitation on Twitter DM to Dr. Metzler, as well as sending him several tweets, and I haven't received a response to any of those, but this is an official invitation to Dr. Metzler to come on this channel for an on-camera interview, or to any YouTube channel or an AMA on Superstonk, whatever it takes to clear up some of the confusion about, is the real Dr. Metzler, who is a real person, also the same man behind the LinkedIn and Twitter accounts, which recently arrived on the scene November 2021. Now you might be asking, who is Dr. Metzler and why does Tony care about him? Why should you care about him? Let's take a look at Reddit on Superstonk. There was a recent post, a short DD into Dr. Metzler and why we shouldn't post him here. 7,800 upvotes, 673 comments. Here's another one, and these just go on and on. People are questioning the validity of his social profiles. Let's take a quick look at those. He has a LinkedIn with 6,588 followers. He does have 7 articles on his LinkedIn, and the oldest of those is about 1 month old. Each of these articles was covering the China and Evergrande situation, and I read them with great interest, but he did make a pivot about a week ago talking about AMC, GameStop, and Citadel. On Twitter, Dr. Metzler has 15,000 followers for an account that was created in November 2021. And again, he's had posts going all the way back to November talking about China and Evergrande. Now, curiously, all of his posts prior to December 3rd have now been deleted, but they were about China and Evergrande. One of the first ones that jumped out to me, which I didn't respond to, was a post he made on December 6th saying, "Now is the last opportunity to sell everything. One exception, go long on AMC and GameStop and cryptocurrencies." Now, many of us believe that, and I didn't really have a problem with that post. Now, I will admit I did scratch my head when I saw this tweet on December 15th from Dr. Metzler saying 2 massive hedge funds close in one day, Tyborn Capital and Anchorage Capital, which hold 4 million AMC short positions. They maintain them for 3 years and no sign of closing them. Now, as I covered in a video on that day, Tyborn and Anchorage Capital, between the two of them, had 4 million puts on AMC. There were no short positions that we know of because that is not public information. I guess the thing that got me curious was someone who is an expert in the financial industry, by looking at the 13 Fs, which he even links here right below, would know automatically that short positions are not documented public information, and that the puts, the 4 million puts, not 4 million shorts, were actually closed out according to the 13 Fs in September 2021, or sometime in the quarter that ended in September. Now, this may be an honest mistake. This is why we want to have a discussion with him to get this and a couple of other questions answered. I do want to highlight a couple of other tweets that came out from Dr. Metzler just today. One of these highlighting an article alleging that Ken Griffin owns Wall Street Journal, although he does correctly use the word indirectly. Now, to be completely fair, Citadel does own about 1.4 million shares of News Corp, a company which has a float of almost 530 million shares. That is hardly what anyone in the financial industry would call ownership of a company. A second curious tweet from Dr. Metzler today highlights a question about, is Ken Griffin under house arrest? The evidence for Ken Griffin being under house arrest is that his private plane has not been flying. A second question that was raised on Reddit about a DOJ investigation that was just assumed because of Freedom of Information Act to the SEC didn't yield any answers. And third, highlighting the fact that Biden's head of security in the Secret Service will be retiring and moving to Citadel in early January, which is actually true. Now, why the pivot from Evergrande and China into AMC and GameStop in the past couple weeks, and why all of the November tweets were deleted, I have no idea. Again, this is an open invitation for Dr. Metzler to come on this channel for an in-camera interview to verify that the social media accounts on Twitter and LinkedIn actually are his. And if he doesn't want to come on this channel, I know there are several other YouTubers and the Super Stonk community who would love to do a AMA with him as well. So Dr. Metzler, the ball is in your court. We'd like to get to know you. Please reach out to one of us and let's get an on-camera interview done and get these questions behind us. I am Tony Denaro. I live stream every day covering AMC and GameStop, occasionally some other plays and crypto, answering your questions, no super chats required. Please join me in a live stream. Don't forget to buy and hold that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty.